Hey guys, this video is mainly for agents and I want to talk about how do you as agents, brokers, investment specialists maintain, and may God help you and me, a high ethical standard. A high ethical standard to make sure that you're giving advice that helps people make money and not lose money. Alright, show reel. Okay, welcome back. So how do you, as an agent or an investment specialist, maintain a high ethical standard? Let me share with you a story, okay? It's very common in the Dubai market. And I've sometimes questioned other agents, other brokers who are selling a particular development, a particular house, a particular project. And I'll tell them, like, why would you sell this? How do you sell this? Don't you think that there is something off about this particular development? And sometimes some brokers will come around and say, we're just salespeople and it is the client's job to conduct the due diligence. Now, obviously, not only do I beg to differ, but the real estate regulatory agency's law number, I forget the law numbers, I can look it up, that define brokers' activities and the relationship to investors also disagrees, because it says, essentially speaking, that agents have to do a certain minimum amount of due diligence to make sure that what you're selling is kosher. What you're selling can actually stand up as you having actually done your due diligence. So how do you uphold a serious ethical standard to make sure that the people who you're helping invest in a certain project are going to benefit from it? Okay, essentially speaking, this is it. Okay, now this is what I'm going to say to you. Okay, this thing does not come from the outside, upholding ethical standards. It comes from the inside. Okay, the number one thing is your values, okay? Your value system, your purpose. Why are you doing this, okay? What are the values that guide you in your life? So I'm a Muslim, and Islam, just like any other religion, allows us and tells us and guides us to hold ourselves to a certain ethical standard. You shouldn't lie, you shouldn't cheat, you shouldn't be dishonest, so on and so forth. Now, I'm not saying that you've got to take my values, right? I'm a Muslim, so I have a certain set of values that I have received and I kind of try my best to follow those. But, if you're not Muslim, you could build your own ethical standards, right? So now, it doesn't matter whether you're Christian, Buddhist, Hindu, Jew, whatever religion or form of function or ideology you follow, I'm sure you could build your own ethical standards. Now, how do you go about doing that? Okay, perhaps you're confused on a certain transaction. So should I sell this project? Because this is a good case to be made, because your teammates or colleagues might be saying, hey, listen, our job is just to sell and make the commission and make the money, right? It's the client who wants to do the due diligence. That's one case that could come up. The other could come up is, listen, if you don't sell, your team, your manager, your boss might be telling you, if you don't sell this project to this client's going to buy that project from somewhere else. So you might as well get the commission while you're making the sale. Now, how do you define whether you should be selling or not? It's the ethical standards that help you define and make that decision. How do you come up with those ethical standards? Is whatever ideology you're following, whether you're Hindu, Christian, Jew, Buddhist, etc., there are going to be certain experts in that area, or scholars, or teachers, who you could approach with these questions, and you could ask them, like, can you give me a set of ethical standards that I can abide by? And like standards could be as easy to follow as don't bribe other people, don't sell garbage or crap that perhaps while you're going through the ethical standards and developing them, perhaps you'll come up with a standard that tells you, based on your ideology, that if you have done your homework and a certain project or a property does not meet the minimum criteria that you would give to grade it as an ABC decent investment, then you're not supposed to sell it on, even if there's a willing buyer for it. You're just supposed to walk away. That's my values, okay? And obviously I've had mentors, coaches, even if I say I'm a Muslim, doesn't mean that I gotta admit, doesn't mean I'm always following my values, but I strive to follow them, right? And that's what you're going to do as well. You're going to strive to come up with your ethical standards, because remember, ethical standards aren't, it's great if the government in Dubai is telling you don't speed because speed kills, and then the government of Dubai says, well, we're going to put a 600 dirham fine on you, which is like almost about $150 if you speed over a certain limit, because the government of Dubai cares for you and wants you to get home in one piece. It's great that you've got this outside force motivation. It's kind of like the stick, right, that motivates you to not speed. But it's even better if it's coming from within. Like, my brother, bless him, knows more about cars and speed and everything, and he's always told me, like, Fahd, the car over 120 kilometers per hour is just untenable. It's more difficult to control. God forbid if you lose control of it, etc., etc., etc. There's many arguments around that, but essentially speaking, if it comes from within, if your ethical standards come from within, you're going to be able to uphold them much more. And one of my mentors, my coach, he's told me this, and I try to practice this. I do my best to practice this. If somebody's looking to purchase a property that does not make sense, my role is to walk away and tell them, look, I'm going to find you another agent who's going to help you make this purchase, because I, in all honesty, can't be part of this, because I know you're going to lose money on this investment and I can't be responsible for you losing money. Now, you might say, that's easy for me to say, right? Easy for moi, because I've got thousands and thousands of clients coming to me. They want to work with me. I've been in the industry for a long time. What about the new agents who are working and who are starting out? What about them? Check this out. It's never easy, right? So if somebody is willing to put their money towards a bad deal and you have to walk away, it's never easy, right? And I'm going to share with you my younger days. Look, I've been involved in certain transactions, or I've been involved in selling certain transactions where, to the best of my knowledge, at that particular point in time, I understood it to be a good project, and we were selling it or promoting it, or passing on information to other investors, but the projects went sour. Now, even though I had no ill intention, and I, to the best of my knowledge, knew that the project's good, when it turned sour, it was really pathetic and it was really bad, okay? Now, we made our investors whole, generally speaking, but it's really terrible when investments go bad. And we've been through a lot, and I've been through a lot to really tell you, look, it's never easy, but it's always the better way. It's not easy, but it's better to swallow the pill and walk away from a bad deal. Now, sometimes you might not have the requisite information as a young agent or a young broker to understand if this is a bad deal or not, but that's where you try to seek advice and try to get more help from some senior brokers. And by the way, it is the law. And if you, look, I'm actually really making it simple for you to maintain a certain ethical standard yourself, so that you're pushing your desires down and walking away from bad deals and gaining the respect of other people and your clients, rather than having the law make you do it. Because it is the law in Dubai that you, as an agent or a broker, can be held liable for any investment advice, anything that you sell where it was so obviously wrong, or you didn't manage to do your due diligence. And last but not the least, I'm going to tell you this. You know what? Because you're going to get respect of people that you walk away from, trust me, trust me, trust me, inshallah, more wealth and abundance is going to come to you. Because people, God forbid, if they do go through with their investment and if it turns sour, they're going to come back to you to solve the problem. And once you solve the problem, or even if they don't come back to you to solve the problem, they'll send more business your way. But you're not upholding yourself to a high ethical standard because more business is going to come to it. You're doing this just because it's the right thing to do. I hope that makes sense. Ciao for now. Oh, by the way, hit the subscribe button and the like button if you'd like others to find these videos. The like button does something to the algorithm and it promotes it more. Okay, ciao. Bye for now. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. My name again is Fahd Dawood. I've been doing this for 14 plus years. I started in 2006 in Toronto, Canada, and since 2007 I've been doing this in Dubai. I generally talk about real estate, your life, my life, and our path to allowing financial bliss coming to us. If you want to work with me, such as buy a property in Dubai, or you need general advice, you can hit me up on in the contact form below. If you've liked this video, I'd appreciate if you subscribe, press the bell icon, and hit the like button and share it with other friends. Ciao for now.